Space technology. On July 2nd, 2024, ISRO's Aditya L1 spacecraft successfully completed its first halo orbit around the Sun-Earth language point L1 in 178 days. Aditya L1 L1.178 days. Russian cosmonaut Oleg Konenko became the first person to complete 1000 days in space. India and France joint satellite mission Trishna will monitor the Earth's temperature. India and France Trishna, Earth's temperature. South Korea established National Space Agency CASA. South Korea National Space Agency CASA. Gopi Thotakura became the first Indian tourist to go to space. Gopi Thotakura became the first Indian tourist to go to space. NASA appointed David Salvagini as its first AI chief officer. China launched its lunar mission Chang'e-6, which aims to collect 2 kg of samples from the far side of the moon. Russia launches its first Angara A5 rocket. ISRO will organize a Space Science and Technology Awareness Training START. Space Science and Technology Awareness Training START 2024 to inspire youth in space science. Researchers discovered Noctis, a giant volcano on Mars. Noctis, a giant volcano on Mars. SpaceX launches MethaneSat to monitor top polluting oil and methane gas sites. Japan will launch the world's first wooden satellite. Japan, world's first wooden satellite. Aditya L1 mission has detected the solar wind effect of coronal mass ejection. NASA launches the PACE mission aboard a Falcon 9 rocket to study Earth's atmosphere and oceans as the world warms. Before ISRO's ambitious Gaganyaan mission, female robot astronaut Biomitr will fly in space. Japan launched a slim carrying lunar lander rocket H11A. Japan Slim Lander rocket H11A. China launched lotus-shaped satellite Einstein probe. India's first solar mission Aditya L1 has reached its target on 6 January 2024, which has been placed around Lagrange point 1 L1, 15 lakh kilometer away from Earth. China and Egypt successfully launched MISR-Sat-2 satellite. ISRO launched the country's first X-ray polarimetry satellite ExpoSat from Satish Dhawan Space Center with PSLV C-58. X-ray polarimeter ExpoSat Satish Dhawan Space Center PSLV C-58. ISRO launched navigation satellite NVS-01 through GSLV F-12. ISRO NVS-01 GSLV F-12. India will launch Singapore's Earth observation satellite TELEOS-2. India Singapore Earth observation satellite TELEOS-2. European Space Agency launched its JUICE Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer mission to search for life on Jupiter's moon. JUICE, European Space Agency, Jupiter's moon. China's land space company has launched a methane liquid oxygen powered rocket. It has become the first company in the world to do so. In Space announces seed funding scheme for space tech startups. On October 21st, ISRO launched Gaganyaan crew model TBD-1 by the Bahubali rocket GSLV Mark III from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota. NASA's Parker solar probe has become the fastest man-made object. India has set a target of sending astronauts to the moon by 2048. NASA landed a sample of asteroid Bennu. NASA landed a sample of asteroid Bennu on Earth through the OSIRIS-REx mission. ISRO launched its first Sun mission Aditya L1 for the Sun study PSLV C-57 from Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota. Chandrayaan 3's Pragyan rover has confirmed the presence of sulfur on the moon. Japan launches Moon Sniper on H11A rocket. With successful landing Chandrayaan 3 on 23rd August 2023, India became the first country to land on South Pole of Moon. On 10th of August 2023, Russia's Luna 25 spacecraft sent from the Soyuz 21B rocket from Vostochny Cosmodrome crashed into the moon. The landing place of Chandrayaan 3 will be known as Shiv Shakti, and the place where the impact took place as Tiranga Point. 7 Singapore satellites were launched by ISRO on PSLV 3. C-56 rocket from Sriharikota. SpaceX launched the largest private communication satellite, Jupiter 3. Aditya L1 mission will be launched by ISRO in September to study the Sun. World's first 3D rocket will be launched from Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. Virgin Galactic completed the first manned mission to space on July 14, 2023. India's third moon mission Chandrayaan 3 was launched by ISRO from Sriharikota on LBM-3 M4 rocket. China had launched the world's first rocket powered by coal. ExpoSat ExpoSat, India's first polar mission. India joined NASA's Artemis agreement for lunar exploration. China sent the first civilian astronaut Gui Haishao into space. SpaceX sent Saudi astronomers to a space station on a private free flight. ISRO successfully launched its PSLV C-56 C-55 Tele EOS 2 mission, which sent two Singapore-made satellites into space. SpaceX Starship, the world's largest rocket, exploded during its first test in space near Brownsville, Texas. China launched Feng Yun 3 satellite.